Hey, this is Jet. Welcome to this edition of After 5, a music, art, and entertainment podcast picking up where my radio show left off. So welcome everyone. The metal band Graveworm has a new album out called Killing Innocence. Their first full-length album in 8 years, their last being Ascending Hate, released in 2015. And here to talk a little bit about the band and new album is today's guest. We have Stefan Fiori of the band Graveworm. Thank you for joining us today, Stefan.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, Stefan, I just finished listening to the new album, and I gotta say, you're really killing it on vocals once again. 30 years of growling and screaming and singing. Has all of this ever taken a toll on your voice, Stefan?
No, never. I sound like I sound now. It's never been a problem for me. So I can go on 30 years or maybe 40 years again. So I'm ready to do more.
Now, during the 8 years between albums, you guys were still pretty busy touring, weren't you?
No. No, the problem was after the release of Ascending Hate, we do some shows, we go on tour, and then we started writing songs for a new album. But the problem was that the songs were too similar on the songs on Ascending Hate. We were not happy with them. We put it in the trash. We worked on it a lot. We spent a lot of time. Then the Corona, the pandemic time, comes over the world, and yes. There were no shows for nobody, so we decided to start again writing songs for the next album. And yes, I have to say that the pandemic time for us, it was a really good time because we worked really hard, and now we are happy to release the new album.
And you know, during that whole time, like you said, the pandemic struck, the whole world was a whole new place for all of us. So for this album, Killing Innocence, where did you kind of like draw your inspirations from, whether they be good or bad ones?
But the inspiration for the lyrics, I'm influenced from all the things that happens in the world. Because if you put on the TV or read newspaper or just check the internet, you see a lot of bad things happening, like the war in Russia, Ukraine. There was the pandemic time. There were a lot of natural disasters happening every day, and so the lyrics are really influenced from all these things, because I think killing innocence is just that the humanity is killing the innocence of the world. For me, I think it's time to get another way, because we are really going to the end, because there are too much things happening, and I hope we can make another direction, and because I think it's a really bad time at the moment.
You know, and what I love about Graveworm is that you guys don't really fit into any specific genre of metal. But on this particular album, Stefan, how would you explain the music aspects of it?
I think the album is more going to a death metal direction. Mm-hmm. There are still some atmospheric and melodic parts, because they are very important for us. But the sound in general is really more going to a melodic death metal like Hypocrisy or bands like that.
And now this is also your first release with your new drummer, Mo Herringer. So did his coming into the band with his style of drumming change the dynamic of the band in any way, do you think?
Yes, of course, definitely. Because Steve, the guitarist, is responsible for the whole music composing, and the drums were made by Mo. So, of course, he influenced the new songs a lot. But I think it's in a good way, because he's really a good drummer, really a dynamic drummer, and he has a lot of speed and really good skills. So I think he helped us a lot on this album.
And now the drums, guitars, and vocals were all recorded at different studios. So tell us a little bit about what was going on there.
Yeah, it was for us. It was the first time. Mo recorded the drums in Linz, in Austria, because he's living there. So for him, it was easier to go to the record studio to record the drums. Guitar and bass was recorded here in Italy, in the north of Italy, in our hometown. With a guitarist that we know very well, and I recorded the vocals in Munich because when I go to the studio, I'm really focused on the recording session, and I want to be alone in the studio, just me and the producer, and I work at best for it. And then for us it was so we have to mix and the whole album, and we have some producers who want to mix in it, but we searched Lawrence McCrory from Sweden, and I think he's done a really awesome job. I think he pushed us a big step forward with his sound on this album.
Now, did you have any preconceived notions on how you wanted this album to sound first going into writing the whole thing?
No, not really. We just started writing with no idea in what direction the whole album will go. So it was just happening and no plan and no ideas in the beginning.
And just out of curiosity, when you write lyrics, do you write the music first or the lyrics first?
The music. The music is completely finished when I start writing the lyrics. For me, it's easier because then I can go home with the finished songs and really work on it. And for me, it's really easier because I cannot imagine write a lyric before and then write the music on the lyrics. I don't know. For us, it wouldn't don't work.
Now, you guys also released a video for We Are the Resistance. Tell us what that song's about and about filming that video. I mean, it looked like there was a lot of people involved in that.
Yeah, because the lyrics are about, I think everyone has to resist to bad things, or maybe the people in war have to make a resistance to others. And the idea was for us to get to record the video in a place where we live. We have this big castle where we start Graveworm in 1992. We have a picture with this castle in the back. So for us, it was a good idea to take this castle, and we have a lot of friends who are living like Vikings. They making battles, and we asked them if they are interested in playing in this video. And so we get all together and started filming this video with Alex Krull from Atrocity. He was the producer on this video, and I think it's a really good video, and we are really proud of it.
It is, and it's beautiful. The landscape is really nice and all too, so it's a nice visual as well as going with the music.
Yeah, it's just a place where we live, and I think that this whole nature and mountains influence our music a lot.
And now the album closes out with a track called In Honor of the Fallen. What fallen are you talking about in this song?
I think fallen are all the people who died in war in general, because for me personally, war is something completely with no sense. There are still some people who are sitting on the top, who are doing war, and they told to the people who are really down to, they have to go on in a war that nobody wants to get killed or kill other people. For me, war is completely without sense, and this is homage on people who died in war.
Now, I think I saw a comment also about your albums always have great artwork, and I have to agree. So, Stefan, tell us about the artwork and the artists on this album, and how much input you have on creating the cover art.
Not so much, because the album, the artwork is done again by Danny from Archetype Design. He's a good friend of us. He's living near to us, and I sent him the lyrics, and he just started with the painting of the artwork, and come at the beginning with the idea, with the angel and the skulls and all these things. And we all were, wow, that's exactly that one we wanted to have. What we don't have in our head, but the imagine was something like that. And so he do a lot of change. And then at the end, we are very happy. And I think it describes a little bit the lyrics, because as I told you, the lyrics are about that we are killing this planet. and all is going down. So I think he's done a really good work.
Now, the album releases on April 28th, so you do have an album release show planned, and what's it looking like for touring for the rest of this year?
Yes, we will have a release show here in our home country next week.
Wow.
We have, tomorrow we will play in Germany, then we have some festivals in summer in Europe, and at the moment we don't have any plans to go on tour. We just know that we will go to South America next year. And yeah, we will see what happens. There are no tours planned at the moment, but I think we will definitely go on tour maybe after summer or so.
And with the prices so sky high on everything, Stefan, how hard is it financially to take a band out on tour like this?
Yeah, of course, the prices are really high, but we always... we don't have to earn a lot of money to go on tour because we have all regular jobs. Mm-hmm. Music is a hobby, a really big hobby for all of us. And for us, the most important thing is to have fun when we are on tour or we are going on stage. That's the most important thing. So for us, it's not important to get a lot of money out of going on tour or make shows.
And now the album releases on April 28th off of AFN Records, but I also see the band has some new merch on your site. So what is the website people can go to pick up some of that merch, Stefan?
Yeah, it's just www.graveworm.de for Germany, because when we started with the band, we were always orientated more to Germany because we have German mother language. Mm-hmm. So we decided to make Graveworm DE for Germany, and there you can find a lot of new stuff. Of course, the new album when it will be out, and LPs and other stuff. And yeah, if you want to support us, go and check it out.
So there you have it. Graveworm have a new album out called Killing Innocence off of AFM Records. You can order now and pick up some merch at the band's site and follow their social medias to keep up with what is going on. And Stefan, thank you for taking the time to tell us about the new album, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much for having me, and maybe we'll see us someday on tour or so. Would be cool.